Hello everybody, I'm a practicing therapist and I work with a lot of individuals with attachment wounds. Today, I wanted to go over ways that you can regain love from your avoidant partner. And this is it's kind of hard to really say love is the issue because the avoidant partner probably still loves you. It's just they're unaware of their love when things get a little bit more chaotic because their fears and negativity is piled on top of their love. So it's not necessarily like they don't love you, but it's more like help them realize their love after they pull away, right? So a lot of avoidant individuals, and I work with predominantly avoidants, a lot of avoidant individuals may have this moment where and this doesn't always happen, but it happens more with chaotic relationships where the dynamic is not as harmonious. They may start feeling like they suddenly fell out of love with their partner. So this video is kind of a way to rekindle that love for both of you guys, right? Because I'm sure you guys feel that way too. In relationships, regardless, long-term relationships especially, there's up and downs. There are periods where the love is not as strong, where the commitment is not as prominent. But these things are important to be consistent in order for you guys to have lasting relationships that last decades and decades for your lifetime, right? So let's go over 5 things, and I'm going to try and make this video quick. 5 specific things that you can do to regain the love of your avoidant partner. Okay, so the very first one, this is kind of a repair type of perspective. In therapy, we like to think about repairing kind of some of the damage, not necessarily damage, but we like to repair some of the barriers and some of the wounds that occurred throughout the relationship. So we call it repair in therapy, couples therapy, okay? And that's kind of the predominant foundation of this video today. There are many different ways, but this is the approach that can really help, okay? So the first one is show that you have the ability to apologize. And both of you guys should be doing this, anxious and avoidant, not anxious, but avoidant and the avoidant partner. Show that you can apologize. And I don't want it to be, my partner is never going to apologize. I always have to change, so I'm not going to do it. That's going to create your avoidant partner to not love you. So you as the partner, please show that you have the ability to apologize. And I promise you, if your avoidant is healthy enough and wants to connect with you, they will start learning to apologize too. Even if you're the first one to do it, it really is important that you at least try to show that you can apologize as well. It's very important, okay? The next one is be more trusting to your partner. And if you're the avoidant partner, be more trustworthy. Trust is really important. Trusting your partner. Let's say your partner, I don't know, goes out late and hangs out with their buddies, whatever it is, right? Or, goes on like a girls' trip, whatever it may be. Don't blow up their phone and keep asking, what are you doing? Who are you with? That shows that you don't trust them, and that hurts an avoidant partner because in their mind, it hits their wound. Am I not good enough? Why does my partner not trust me? Have I not shown that I'm a trustworthy person? When you ask me this, I feel like you don't trust me. And that makes them pull away. I thought I've been working hard at this relationship. In their mind, they're trying. They're here, aren't they? So if you don't trust them, it makes them feel like, okay, then no wonder I don't like relationships because all my hard work it doesn't pay off. And so that's really important to realize that if you want to regain their love, trust them more. I know it sounds backwards and it is scary, but it really is important. If you're at the brink where you and your partner are really about to break up and you just have no options, please try some of this. I use this a lot to repair relationships and it really does help. The next one is being more independent, you as a partner, and the avoidant partner, you need to be more dependent. So interdependence is the goal that we're looking for, right? You as a partner, lean out a little bit, hang out with your friends a little bit more, focus more on your work or studies, whatever it may be. And as the avoidant partner, lean in a little bit more. Ask your partner about their day. Be a bit more affectionate. Be more open about what's been going on your work day. Open up a little bit because if you don't do this, you guys will not connect. Right now, you guys are clashing, right? Typically, that's what happens. If the love is not there anymore, you guys are clashing. It's very important for you as a partner. If you become more independent, this is the avoidance language, right? If you're being more independent, they're able to understand you better. And you as the avoidant, you have to give in with a bit more love. Otherwise, your partner is going to feel very neglected. So that's very important, okay? Very important. That one I can't even stress enough because you guys have to speak each other's language in order to connect, okay? The next one, and this is the fourth one, You guys both need to practice forgiveness. Sometimes you got to let go of the past. You just have to let it go. I understand that there's a lot of things that both of you guys have done. Let it go and put it behind. You have to forgive each other. Forgive each other for the way you guys are. To be honest, your attachment issues are not your fault. They happened with your upbringing, with your childhood, with your experiences, right? Depending on your risk and protective factors. These are things that ended up happening in your life. You didn't ask to be an avoidant. You didn't ask to be fearful avoidant. You didn't ask to be anxious. You didn't ask to be secure. This just happened to you. Now you can learn to be more secure, and part of that is practicing forgiveness. For secure individuals, from what I've worked with, and in general, like people who are secure, right? Forgiveness is one of the most, it's much more easier as a secure person to forgive somebody than somebody who's insecure. And so secure individuals have the most long-lasting relationships and the most healthy. That's actually, and they typically get in relationships quicker, which is why a lot of them stay in relationships. So the dating, stage, dating, whatever you guys call it, the dating scene has more insecure individuals, right? Because secure individuals, they learn to forgive, and that's fundamental for relationships. So if you learn to forgive your partner and avoidant learn to forgive, the love will be regained again. So it's very important, learn to forgive. And the last one, I think this is the most important. And this one is learn from each other. So this has two sections to it, right? When you learn from your partner, you're admitting that your way is not the only way. And the other thing is you get to learn more about who your partner is. So if your partner is avoidant and your partner is saying, I don't think that we should get married until we really know and trust each other. Obviously, avoidants have an abnormal view of relationships. They think everything's got to be spotless. Otherwise, it's not worth getting married. Maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe you can learn from that. Maybe it means less conflict. That is true. Less conflict is definitely healthy. So learn. Then maybe the anxious partner, depending on if you're anxious, whatever you are, you might think love and affection go hand in hand. So you need to give affection in order to love. And you would be right. Affection is pretty common and very healthy for relationships. So the avoidant partner, learn from that. Learn from each other so you can regain this love. Doing these things are going to help the love come back. It's really important. This is kind of a repair technique, as I mentioned before, how we repair relationships. And it's not easy. It takes a lot of work. It seems so simple. Just putting in a small, short video, 5 bullet points seems so easy. And there's a lot more techniques that I have. But these are the fundamentals. And I really want you guys to try this. If you feel like you guys are losing the love of your partner or you're falling out of love, whatever it is, do this together as a couple if you want to. Really important. I hope that makes sense. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.